Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night. Welcome back to Grumpy Acres for our homestead update. As you'll notice, I'm here by myself this evening. Well, I'm not by myself. I'm sitting by myself. Angela just got home from work and she's getting some dinner and taking care of things. So you gotta deal with me for a little bit. I see we got 8 people in the chat. Go ahead and say hi if you're here, so I can respond back. Just acknowledge you. And I was thinking as I'm watching the intro, probably need to make some winter shorts and redo that and make a winter intro for the homestead update. Beth Emily, how you doing? Good evening back. I look at that and it's good, but it just doesn't fit for the winter because it's starting to get chilly. We actually had our first freeze a couple of nights ago. Oh, well, hang on a second. Hold your phone. Oh, wow, look at that. There, how's that? Is that better? Hang on a second. I don't know if I can turn that off. I was testing something out. Let's see here. So if I hide vertical, I can't see it, but you guys can still see us. No, that doesn't work. Better, but still small. Hold your phone sideways, maybe? I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can turn this off.
What'd you do?
Well, I did it in vertical streaming, and now everybody can only see.
Oh, they're on their phones.
Yes, I can turn vertical streaming off. Settings, select portrait. Okay. There is no, where the hell's the settings? Settings. What's it? Selecting portrait. Layouts. Crop layout. Picture in the picture. Camera. Bear with me, guys. See, this is the fun. They had a new thing, and cinema layout, group layout, general, show resolution, display, audio. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess automatically. This is really exciting, isn't it, guys? Maybe if I sit in the middle. Well, they say you can turn it off, but I'm not seeing it. Enter StreamYard, go to the General tab. General tab. Display badge on stage. Display information on it. Shift videos up. Automatically add. Yeah, I can't turn it off. Well, sorry, guys. Let's see here. Is there a settings tab here? No, that puts me back on the stage. We got 19 people. Anybody that came in late, we're having some problems with the video because StreamYard added a thing so you could stream vertical for people that were on phones, but apparently when you're streaming vertical, they don't want you doing 2 screens or 2 people because it's only showing like half our face. And when I go to turn it off like they say, it won't let you. Show the badge, display message. Shift videos up for comments and banners. Well, guys, I apologize. It's
Turn them off when we start it.
what, stop the stream and just because then I got to recreate it, and it's going to take me 20 minutes to recreate everything.
Well,
Oh, okay. Put a one in chat if you can see the horizontal, and put a 2 in chat if you're seeing the vertical, and we'll decide. We'll go from there. Some people may
ouch.
see
That's too much. Oh, you can't see anything.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That stinks.
See, and it says right there. It says go to settings, general, portrait, and adjust your browser window to ensure your screen share looks the best.
Yeah, so you pick one or the other.
It's not letting you. It's not letting you. So go to the general. You see anything that says how to turn it off?
I think you need to click on something to turn it off.
I understand that. Okay, so some people can see it in the horizontal. Some people can see it in the vertical. And then left, this one.
But they're just not seeing it.
No.
They're looking.
So Joseph G
into the
says he
dark hole.
left and came back, and now it's horizontal. Looks okay to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. They would have to leave and come back.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
Because you did it.
So leave the if you put 2 in HG land, put a 2 in, and then come back. Hey, we got somebody new. Pirate. Sending all the love. This is not normally how bad it is, Pirate.
This has been like the theme of the day for me.
Has it?
It has.
Why? What happened? What happened? Can you talk about it?
No. I'll tell you after.
Okay, she has to be secretive about it.
Well, it's work related. So.
Yeah. So I hope everybody had a good week. I hope everybody's week has gone better than the last 5 minutes of our life.
All sprawled out.
Than the last 5 minutes of our lives have gone, and dealing with this. It's been like this for me today too. Just weird stuff all day long.
My computer was like insane. And then I was talking to myself and a customer, I was on the phone. And she's like, you sound like you're having a good time. Because like you have to laugh when something like that happens, and you can't get frustrated, especially when you have a client on the phone. And so I was just laughing. Apparently I was laughing a little too loud and talking a little too loud. Like in my head, I thought I was talking in my head, but it was coming
Then
out.
the inside voice came out.
Yes. She got a kick out of it though, so I guess it's good.
Lynn says the audio's fine. He doesn't need to look at our ugly mugs. So, okay, guys, next week, I promise, as God is my witness, I will not do the vertical thing. I thought it would help people that were watching it on phones, but apparently it doesn't work that well. And then the ability to turn it off, like they say, does not exist on my PC.
Well, you got to figure it's new too, so there's glitches and everything.
Yeah.
So you'll have to send a report in, put a ticket in.
Yeah, why'd I put the blue box around it? Dang, look at that.
What?
Joseph said he lost 50 pounds this summer.
Wow. Good for you.
Yes, definitely good for you.
Why do you keep going back there?
Oh, because now we've got a blue box around there.
Oh.
I will figure it out, guys. I will fix it the next time. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So tonight we're gonna talk about the Homestead update. No politics during the Homestead update. Let's hold that off. Whenever
You must have something juicy then.
No, actually I don't.
Okay.
I don't. In fact, guys, whenever we're done with the update part and Angela leaves, we will talk about anything you guys want to talk about within reason. I mean, there's certain subjects I won't cross, but we'll talk about it because I am done with the current events and the politics for today. I made the mistake of watching that Chase Hughes thing, and I'm just like, okay, I got to change things. So it was an interesting week. We're getting ready for winter, and somebody did some more cooking, I should say.
As much as I could.
Yeah. And so tell them the recipes you tried out.
I don't remember.
You don't remember what you made. You spent the entire week filling my sink up full of dishes, complaining at me because I wasn't washing them, and then you don't remember what you made.
Oh, I did my triple chocolate cheesecake.
She made a triple with strawberry.
Yeah, with the strawberry sauce that I made. And then
Enchilada Cameron.
yeah.
Tell them about that one. That was a good. This is a good recipe. If we can get her to make a video on this, I think anybody that likes Mexican food and seafood will just be head over heels.
Oh, it's so stinking easy. So stinking easy. So yeah, but did that. Yeah, got some stuff done. So trying to get some meal, that was some of the cooking for somebody else, but also for us too, because I'm trying to get meals stashed because my procedure is on Thursday.
You're only going to be down for one day.
I'm actually going to be down for a couple days, but I just can't work for one day.
Okay.
The day of the procedure. But I think we'll see when I get up. I think I'll be able to get into work on Friday. I hope. But I don't see myself cooking.
And tell them what procedure you're getting and why you're getting it for anybody that missed last week or needs to update because they've slept.
It's just on my back. It's from the accident. So I've got to get a second procedure done. The same thing. I get those blockers.
It's a blocker.
Get those blockers put in, and hopefully it works.
Well, and it was nice because you were concerned that the insurance was going to make you get physical therapy before you got another.
Yeah,
blocker.
and I didn't have to do that, so that's good. Because honestly, I don't think I could have got through physical therapy.
Yeah,
there's no way. I had a
pretty bad shape.
And so, yeah, I would drop with physical therapy right now. So, but anyway, just scrolling around on my cane, feeling like a special grandma. So I have to laugh about that too because everybody's giving me crap. Lisa is still giving me crap.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I know. Y'all appreciate me. So yeah. But so anyway, so yeah, we're doing that. But yeah. So I don't know.
As a community, we finished the gate installation project this week.
Is that like done? Or is it
as
still
for the project is done, but there's still people that need to put gates up and stuff. So I'm sure if anybody asks for help,
do another round.
Well, or just people can do it, can help people that can get over there and help can help.
Yeah.
A lot of people did get gates put up. They look really nice, and the one we did this weekend, he built a grand entranceway to his property. He's got
He's dreaming of that.
18. Well, they were 18 feet before we put them in the ground, so I guess they're about 14 to 15 feet tall, with 8-footers out in front of them with cross posts going to them. And there's anybody that tries to drive through that is not going to be able to
making it.
So here's my thing. If Moo Moo Cow is watching, or Moo Moo Buckaroo, I guess is his nickname. If Moo Moo Buckaroo is watching, we need to figure out how to put a bollard or two in your driveway, just to make it extra special hard to get into. What are you looking at?
I was looking at that post right there, the one on the bottom.
From Joseph?
Yeah. Well, I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't tell who it was.
Your glasses are right down there.
Well, those are the ones that's like missing a nose piece. I need you to fix them.
But yeah, so we finished that. So the next thing we got to do is figure out another community project. That won't
be hard.
This one went really well. We were supposed to we called a work day for our place for Saturday. We had to reschedule it. Got a grandbaby.
Birthday.
Yeah. Greggy says that it sounds like before. It almost is. It seriously, it is. It's I wish I could show pictures of it because it's equally as impressive as it is over the top. One of those cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. It looks really good. And the neighbors are jealous.
Well, then maybe they'll get on board and start building gates.
All his neighbors are jealous because it's so impressive. But yeah, no, it was a good thing. So this is one of the things with community. It's a multiplier. Over the course of 2 weekends, we set over 22 posts. We set 22 posts, and 2 or 3 people got gates put in the following week. So now everybody in the community that needed gate posts put in got it done. And
well, everybody that signed up for it. Some people still.
Everybody that wanted gate posts put in got it done. Let's put it that way. And the reason why we're doing it as a group is because the county has, you've heard us talk about it. They're all about the money, and that's all they want. So they cannot cross, or they will not cross locked gates. So we all decided we need to put gates up, get no trespassing signs up, and hopefully that keeps them in line,
Keeps them in check.
Keeps them in check.
They know we're paying attention.
Oh, Skeens is going to Wally World.
Hey.
Now, if she was going to Home Depot or Menards, she'd be looking for a guy.
No, the guy's just find her.
She'd stop and talk to a guy.
She will at Walmart too.
Will she?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Skeens, how you doing?
She's just a talker. She's chatty Cathy.
Yes, she is. Great. But you know what? That's why we love her.
Yeah.
That's why we love her.
Yeah.
We keep her around.
Yeah.
But so the next, so here, let me run by some project ideas for you guys. Tell me what you think of these. Winter wood. People that need firewood. We can't be the only people that don't have enough firewood put up. Right? So maybe community work day, if we can find a place that we could cut wood for everybody off of. And I got an idea. Tag's checking up on it right now. But maybe do that. Say everybody that wants a pickup truck full of wood, show up. Do that. What else could we do?
Wait, so what? Repeat that? If you just want a truckload of wood, just show up. It's already cut. And everything?
No. You got to show up and cut it.
Okay.
And why would I do that?
I mean, I just clarifying there.
No, they gotta come and cut wood. Yeah, it's therapy, Joseph. It really is. It takes your mind off of stuff. Very
Yeah, it would be an idea for Scans. I know she didn't have enough firewood because we were talking about her buying firewood, getting a cord or two. She's probably gonna need more than that.
Yeah. And hey, everybody's gonna need it this year. This year looks like it's gonna be a cold winter. It really does.
Yeah. Ooh, did you see oh my gosh. Ryan Hall, y'all. Did you see he put some post? I haven't had a chance to watch it because I was at work and I didn't have a chance to play it in the car. But he's saying a massive G4, G5 solar storm's coming.
It already went by.
Oh, it did? Why am I just not seeing his post?
I don't know, because the algorithm doesn't like you.
It said today.
Maybe there's another one. There was one last week that the Aurora Borealis was down here.
I know. I saw that. That was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. We could see it from our house. I just turned the porch light off and then looked. Oh, it was beautiful.
It was red.
Very red.
I don't remember it being red. I remember the last time I saw it, I was a kid, teenager, and it was green. I remember it being green.
It was blue and red, so it must have been really hot.
Oh yeah, that was one of the biggest electromagnetic storms we got.
Mm-hmm. They could see it down in Arkansas too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Grateful Heart showed up. How you doing? You missed all the technical difficulties. Grateful Heart.
You didn't miss nothing.
Yeah, you didn't miss much anything. I also like the idea. I floated a trial balloon for a Zone 0 work day.
Say what?
A Zone 0. Does everybody know what?
A what?
Floated an idea for a Zone 0 work day. So anybody that doesn't know what Zone 0 is, Zone 0 is, in permaculture terms, the area immediately around your house where you spend most of your time.
Yeah.
Like right up next to the house. Then you got Zone 1, which butts up against it. I think it would be a good idea before it gets cold and completely nasty. If anybody that needs a hand getting Zone 0 ready for winter, like weeding beds, mulching, doing that stuff, we could spend a couple hours at 2 or 3 places on a Saturday, do it next time. Oh, Gregory had two notifications. He's still talking about the technical difficulty.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm like wondering, I don't know. I mean, that would be fine. But I feel bad that all these work days are happening and I can't be involved in any of them. I mean, that doesn't mean stop them. I just feel bad.
Okay. You control how you feel.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know, you guys give me some ideas. Give me some ideas there in chat. What if you're in a community and winter was coming, wood cutting work day, what other work days would you do? Could you guys think of anything? Mrs. X is trying to get the hot tub set up in zone 0. They'll be out there in the wintertime, hot tubbing it, drinking mojitos.
You know, that's what I'm seriously thinking about, a hot tub. And so I'm thinking that would help, especially, I mean, I'm just like with the nerves and everything, the muscle cramps and stuff, I think that would help. Because like he had the fire so hot he couldn't stand to be in the living room.
Yeah, I kind of overdid it last night.
I went, actually, it was great. It was perfect therapy for me. And so I went and just laid next to it and next to the wood burning stove in the recliner and put my feet up. Oh man, my swelling went down. It started feeling better. My legs and my back, and it was good as long as I stayed there.
Are you putting heating pads on your?
Well, no, because I'm wearing the patches, and it says don't use a heating pad while using the patches.
Ooh, snow fence. I like that one. Maybe identify people that have problems with
drifts.
That
would be almost everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that one in my back pocket and keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Honestly, you don't see a lot of snow fences around here. And you know,
Lord knows we need them.
Buckaroo was complaining about his drive gets drifts on it.
Yeah.
In fact, Command Hand couldn't make it into work a couple of days because the drifts were so high.
We had the same issue.
No, we didn't, because I cleared it all
We
out.
were snowed in here 5 days.
That's because of the road. That was because of the road, not us. My drive last winter was cleared all winter long. You could get in and out of our drive. And you couldn't drive quarter mile any direction and not hit snow drifts, but that's not my fault. Roof inspections, there you go.
I don't know how to inspect a roof. Nor am I getting up on one.
Well, nobody said you had to.
Who's going to do it? I don't want some Joe. I don't care how well I know him and like him getting up on my roof and telling me whether or not I need work done or whatever. I'd rather a professional do that.
All right. Let's see. Yoda, you have a bathtub. I haven't had a bath since we went to the Airbnb.
Yeah, and you stole my master bath that had the bathtub in it.
Is she saying she hasn't taken a bath in?
That's exactly what I'm hearing. Since Tennessee, 3 years ago.
That's stinky. That's stinky. Hacks, can you attest to this?
Okay, so for everybody in here, they just don't have a bathtub. They have a shower, not a bathtub. Oh,
hey, she set it up.
She did.
She set it up.
She opened the door.
Yep. Can't get mad at me for hitting that slow high pitch, right? No, I get it. We get what you're saying.
The bathtub's not the same as the hot tub, though.
Yeah.
So, and I'm certain you aren't going to be soaping up in the hot tub.
So when I was a kid.
You soaped up in a hot tub?
No, when I was a kid, it was the 70s. If anybody remembers this, back me up on this. They sold a kit that went on to your vacuum cleaner. And vacuum cleaners back then had a you could reverse it. Like you put the hose on the other side and it would blow out. And it had a kit and you stick it down in the tub. It had pipes in there with holes in it, and it created a hot tub.
I said, yes, she's strong.
He has to live with her, not us.
Right?
Yeah, but no, I get PVC pipe and make you get the shop vac and set it up to blow the air out.
I'll pass.
No, come on. It'll be fun.
I'll pass.
Come on.
No, I'll pass.
Put a one in the chat if you think I should build her a hot tub blower.
Why don't you just get me a hot tub?
Because I got more important things.
Well, I mean, like down the road, I'll get a hot tub, but
win the lotto.
I don't need to win the lotto.
Hot tubs are expensive.
Oh my gosh, why are you such a dork?
And do you remember that one we had in the house in Sugarland?
Yeah, but it was a second. It was a second. So like I found a hot tub that Swims and Sweeps sells, or maybe it's Chimney something anyway. But I saw that, and their hot tubs made in the Midwest for the Midwest, so they're already insulated for outdoor weather. So the pipes won't burst. I'm thinking like this is a perfect solution.
I don't believe that.
It's still a close to perfect solution.
I spent the first and only hot tub we had. I spent about once a year. I had to replace the controller on it because every time it was used, it got wet, and then it wouldn't work, and eventually it would get to the point where it wouldn't work at all. So we couldn't use it half the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like Craigslist, I get it. So ours was a second. We got it for free. We didn't have to pay for it. And it worked fine for a year or two. But then they fail and you have to get rid of them. And so why don't I just get a new one?
Some baked beans and hard-boiled eggs and a bathtub, and you got an instant personal hot tub.
It's disgusting. A stinky personal bathtub. That's disgusting.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Rosie's in here. Rosie came just in time.
Hey, Rosie.
Just in time to hear fart jokes.
Anyway, you guys are disgusting.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, house after the whole thing, now I got to get the girl comes over to clean the house on Friday. And so today's Tuesday. Oh, I only have tomorrow. I got to get my house cleaned so she can come clean.
You got to clean the house so the cleaner can clean.
Because she only has 4 hours. So if I get all the clutter out of the way and that kind of stuff, dishes put away, that kind of thing, then it works out better. Right? Because we were going to be doing the 30 minutes a day each, and that's not been happening.
I finished tracking down the lower house wrap tonight. This stuff is Barrier Plus. I still have to get it right in a few spots. So Skanes is working on her storage building. People,
why is she working on?
She's not working. She's not working on a house, even though it says house wrap. It's actually storage building wrap.
Yeah.
But you need to insulate those too, right?
She's got to because she's got animals in there and all kinds of stuff. So she has to.
Glad you're finally getting it. Oh goodness. Where'd the comments go? There they are. Let's see what else we do. So I've got a new routine. I started a new routine. I get to that age where I can only sleep 5 hours a night, and so no matter what time I go to bed, 5 hours later I'm awake. And so instead of laying there rolling around inside my head and or doom scrolling, I decided to make it more productive. So I've spent an hour every morning working on books, because now, you start writing one book and then other ideas hit you. So you start writing a second book, then you start writing a third book. So you end up with 3 books that are half finished. Actually, the children's book is almost finished. I got 3 more illustrations to do, and the cover and the back cover, and it will be done.
Good.
So we'll be ready to copyright.
I would like to take a second and address Joseph G's comment there. She doesn't like disgusting things, but she married a Marine. I will have you know he was actually well-mannered when I met him, and I think I corrupted him. I was the disgusting one.
She broke me. She wore me down.
And as I'm getting older, I get a little more
prudish. I used to be a finely honed knife, and now I'm just I can't even cut hard butter with me anymore. because she's worn me down.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm old and tired. That's all it is. I'm old and tired. Yeah.
Okay. Focus, create, and follow outlines. It prevents project creep. Yes, it does. That's what I'm saying. Like the first book should have been done already. Now the second book should be done. Then you start on the third, fourth, fifth. I think you have 8, 9, 10 going right now.
No. Well,
Are
okay.
you positive about that?
The third book is actually 2 books because it's too big to do in one volume. So I broke it up into 2. It's a study guide type of thing. Don't want to.
That's just the last one that you thought about. So what are the other ones? You have 7 children's books written.
Oh, that counts as one project. Hold on. She's saying I got.
It doesn't because none of them are done.
The children's books thing is an ongoing project with multiple things.
I think Lynn would definitely back me up on this one. And then
yeah, but Lynn's been known to be wrong.
And then no, I don't ever remember Lynn being wrong. And then let's see, there was the prepper book, and then there was another book that you had started on the disaster or something like that. And never got finished. You said, I don't like it, so you walked away from it. In the prepper book, you did the same thing.
No, the urban prepper book.
This urban prepper book is a new creation. Is not what you came up with 2 or 3 years ago.
No, I don't remember those.
Well, I do because you spend hours on them and then you ditch them because you don't. He's like, I don't like them.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, if I didn't like it, then why would I go through with it?
You wasted so much time.
It's not a waste of time. Honing your craft, even a failure. See. Look, this is something you guys need to remember. All right.
Stop it, Lynn. Nobody asked you, Lynn.
Even when you fail, there's a silver lining to it because you learn from your mistakes.
At least I'm still working on the same book, Lynn. I haven't gone on to several others.
That's just it. You're not working on the cookbook.
Well, I mean, yes, I am. It's just everything's in handwriting. I guess I could publish a handwritten book. Why not? That's what the one that I got.
I got you a laptop so you could.
And where is that laptop? It's crashed. Oh, did you put it in there?
No, I didn't.
Did you transfer my rest?
I didn't transfer the information.
I mean, that would be a good idea.
I got a laptop for you.
Right, but it would be a good idea to transfer the software and what I have reserved already.
Software.
Yeah, you put a little program in there for me and had everything in there.
I don't remember that.
You even asked me, did you save all those recipes to the other computer? And I said, yes. And you said, okay, I'll have to get those transferred over.
I don't remember saying that.
I'm gonna hurt you. You said it last week.
That's why I do everything in Word, because it's easy it's portable.
That is not what you set up for me. That is not the program.
Because you didn't want to use Word. You
put in some stupid program that I don't like the format. It's going to all have to be changed.
You're the one that wanted anyway.
That. I did not. Oh you set it up for me.
You're killing me.
You know what?
You're killing me.
Oh,
one paper cut at a time,
exhausted.
Right, guys?
Just exhausted.
I'm tired too. It's been a long week. It's only Tuesday and it's been a long week already.
Oh, goodness. Excuse me.
Oh, good news.
Yeah.
Good news. They are doing bulk feed at the feed mill. So today was the last day I had to go up to Lancaster.
Oh.
I can.
Oh, you didn't stop by Holton first to see if they were
open? Okay. Let me tell you this story. So first, let me preface this. So my job in IT is about 90% customer service. And so I spend a lot of my time pulling information out of people that don't know how to answer the questions that need to be answered. So I have to format the questions in a manner that they understand it, right? So it's understanding that's what I need to do, right?
That's our job. So
I call the Jackson's Farmers, and I get the front office, and I ask them if they're doing.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Doing feed. Well, I didn't know. I figured all this stuff out afterwards. Okay, so this is where the asking. So I was multitasking. I was doing about 5 things at the at the time I made the phone call, and I asked if they were doing bulk grain, and she's like, "Do you mean the feed mill?" I was like, "Yeah, the feed mill. Not the elevator, the feed mill. It's been a day." And she said, "Well, the mixer's in, but it's going to be 2 months before we can do bagged feed."
You don't want bagged feed.
Okay. Well, I said, okay, so then I'm doing this, and I made the comment. I finished with, well, I was just checking before I went up to Lancaster to get bulk feed. And she said, okay. And that was the end of the conversation. Now, I get up to Lancaster and I'm talking to the guys like, no, they're doing bulk feed. And I drove by. They had all their trucks out in the lot in front of where they pull in. Apparently they were all waiting to get in and get feed. You know, because I mean, when I say they're all of them, every single truck was there. I could not get up to the ramp.
Yeah, because it's probably taken a minute to mix everything.
Yeah. But you know, had I been having that conversation, I would have heard bulk feed, and I would have it would have clicked to go, hey, we are doing bulk feed. It did not click with her. In fact, it seemed like she wanted to get off that phone call.
Seemed like something clicked because she told you that they're not doing bagged feed.
No, she thought
So
I
you
was
just
getting.
told me.
And I said, well, I'm looking for bulk feed.
Yeah.
And she didn't say anything. She didn't say they were doing.
Thought you said they were only doing bulk feed.
After the fact, I find that out after the fact. See, this is what I'm talking about. This having to pull information out of people or talk to them. So
I mean, I guess
understand.
I heard it totally true. I'm going to have to go back and watch this portion of the video.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure in the story you said that she said we're doing bulk feed, not bagged feed.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's going to be 2 months before they can. She did not say bulk feed. Bulk feed did not come out of her mouth at all. Joseph, so we literally take the pickup truck and we get one of those construction bags, you know, the big green construction bags, and put it in the bed of the pickup truck, pull up underneath the hopper, and they just dump
it in the bed.
A ton of feed into the bed of the truck. And then I come home and I shovel it out.
Yeah. And then, so he's saying, what does it ship in? So it ships in bags. So the feed comes in, well, no, they're probably leaving it in the hoppers.
The feed comes in grain trucks, and they put it
into the hoppers.
They put it in the hoppers, and then the hopper mixes it, and it goes into the truck. They're doing, you know, we're getting a ton of feed.
Feeds into the mixer.
We're getting a ton of feed at the time, but the trucks that we're in line with, they've got a 32 ton and an 18 ton. So they're like taking feed out to feedlots and stuff. That's the type of stuff, and they just happen to have the ability to drop it in the back.
Well, they're not all feedlots. They do farm delivery.
I know, but they're doing large operations.
Don't say that because we don't live around any feedlots.
Yeah, we do. They got one up north.
The hog farm?
No, it's a cattle lot.
Where?
It's up north of Effingham.
Oh, I haven't been by there. I don't know.
But yeah, so that's how we get it. They got when we say hoppers, these are huge monstrous hoppers. You know, and they got a big control board, and they figure out what mix they want, and they type everything in, and then it mixes it, and then you drive.
They can evaluate the tons and weight and everything that comes out and how it comes out, and then if you need to move, they can stop and then move. And so yeah, it's pretty sophisticated. The new system now that they put on, that's going to be even better because you bring in the truck. Truck is empty, it weighs, and then you want a ton, 2 tons, 3 tons, 4 tons, whatever you're getting for that day, and then it'll fill it and then stop it when it's weighed, so it's more accurate. Yeah,
Joseph, if you go any elevator or feed mill,
it's all grid dependent.
It's all grid dependent. You're not going to find any that's not. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things, and it's something that weighs on my mind. Kind of weighs on my mind. So if the grid goes down, we're not going to be able to get the feed. But if the grid goes down, I'm going to have a ton of time to hand install a fence and have the animals out on pasture all day long.
Not if you got an 06 Duramax Allison in there, and big boy truck, 2500 Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, the smaller ones. Plus, The guy that had our truck before us put an extra leaf spring in it because
he was hauling concrete.
No, he was hauling cattle.
Oh, was it cow?
He's hauling cattle. He had a gooseneck and a tongue hitch, and they tell you what, when that thing doesn't have any weight in it, it's not a very comfortable ride.
Tough ride.
It's not a very comfortable ride. But once you put a ton of feet in it, or you hang a trailer off the back of it with some weight,
it's a smooth ride.
Oh man, it rides nicer than the other truck we had.
Yeah, well, and it's not like Cadillac smooth. Kind of like a difference between a Mustang and a Pasofino.
Horses, not cars.
Yeah, horses, not cars.
And everybody's like, what's a Pasofino car?
I know, Pasofino. Pasofino is the Cadillac of horses.
Yeah. Yeah, quite honestly, as far as the truck goes, I'm more worried about the bed rusting out than I am the springs falling apart. In fact, you see we lost one of the fender flares, the plastic.
I stopped paying attention anymore because you're so rough on equipment around here. I just quit paying attention. I've noticed that you're wearing down my steering wheel as well in my car. He borrows my car and he'll drive it, and then he gets tense when he drives and he rubs the steering wheel and it ruins the leather on the steering wheel. So you owe me a steering wheel cover. Yes, you do.
Lynn says his dad added leaf springs to all the trucks. He was hauling roofing. Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I have an old farmhand grinder mixer for my cow feed. Makes 4 tons of batch. Nice. I'm seriously, they sell used grain trailers at Effingham, Jackson's Farms.
We have talked about this over and over, and I keep telling you we need to get one.
Yeah, the next spring. That's on the plan.
Yes, that just makes so much more sense.
She's more worried about the bearings on the rear end, or of course the tires are rotted. Yeah, if the tires, and you know what? That's one thing. We do go through a lot of tires.
We do. We go through a lot of tires. We go through a lot of bearings. We go through a lot of that. Brakes. But that's just the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You got to haul stuff.
Yep. So, and we also started the had somebody come out this weekend and walk through what it's going to take to put a tankless water heater in the house.
And good news, the common sense was the concrete pad needs to get poured. We need to have the generator set up and ready to go, so the plumber comes out and does both things all at one time.
Well, he can run that. He doesn't need the
it's
pad.
Cheaper if he does both things.
He doesn't need the pad to run.
How are you going to do it? You're not going to put the generator on a pad?
It's going on the pad, but it doesn't need to be
have to match up with the thing, with the generator?
Yeah, just tell
the
him.
Generator is here, and the concrete is in the outbuilding.
I just tell him where I want the hole, and then because I know where the pad's going to go.
God, just pour the pad.
No, we have not tried raising sorghum. That's been something we've talked about.
I have sorghum seeds here. I just don't know where we're going to put it.
Yeah, and we're one of the things.
And we can grow sorghum here.
One of the things this weekend.
Now, Jet and Indiana, they did sorghum this year and it had a bumper crop.
Did they?
A bumper crop.
Doesn't sorghum get tall like sugar cane?
Yeah, and they put it all around the house with a bunch of beans and all that stuff. Remember when they were talking about fire safety? They had to go through and chop everything down. And then I went over to their house for something. I can't remember, dropping something off or picking it up. And I looked at all the sorghum and I'm like, how long has that been laying there? I was disgusted. And she's like, oh, we cut it all and dropped it. We didn't know, and I was like, that's sugar. You make syrup, but nobody's got been enough to boil it down and do all that anyway. So there would be.
Well, you got to have a crusher. You got to crush it.
Well, you got to crush it, and then there's a lot to it, but nobody has that equipment. But now that we know we can grow, we should have that equipment.
Actually, Milo is different. Is actually a grain.
Milo is a grain.
Yeah, it's actually a grain.
He was talking about Milo.
She says he used to grow up, they called it Milo.
So Milo is a grain here. It's red. Sorghum is a sugar cane, type of sugar cane.
We didn't we try to grow Milo at one point?
We tried. Goats and sheep took it out.
Goats and sheep take
They
everything.
grow Milo all around us. We have Milo crops everywhere because the Milo restores the ground.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things going over and doing the gate posts. You know, the people that we went over to started after we did, and they're light years ahead of where we are now.
Who? What?
Buckaroo and Command Hand.
They also have a smaller property, and I mean, you gotta. There's a lot there. Their house is already done.
Mm-hmm.
Ours is not.
I know all this, but it got me motivated. I'm like, okay, I gotta. This is one of the reasons.
Well, good. Let other things motivate you.
This is one of the reasons why I'm out there at 5:30 in the morning working in the dark so I can get stuff done.
Sweet.
Let's see what we got. Gene Longston would raise sorghum for chicken feed. He would leave the grain on the stalk and cut it down and store it in the shed and feed it the chickens through the winter. Yeah, he made silage.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what that was. He let it ferment, naturally ferment. Susie's family used to grow sorghum and made syrup in the past. Quite a process.
It is a process. And a guy that we know, Jester, he's also got a YouTube channel. And he did sorghum and got the crusher mill. And then you'll probably, if you've been on with us for a while, if you remember T-Paw actually made a, I forget what you call it, but the big tub, processing tub that goes over the fire. She had somebody make him one, and he put that out, and they did a whole bunch, but yeah, it's days process. I mean, it's nothing overnight. It's a lot of work.
Grandpa, whenever they come up from Arizona,
mm-hmm.
he would literally buy 2 or 3 gallons of sorghum mm-hmm. to take back to Arizona because they couldn't get it.
Right. I have to order my sorghum in order to know that I'm getting the real thing. I order mine from Tennessee. Is that Tennessee or is that Missouri? No, it's Tennessee. I'm pretty sure.
No. It's Gaines and H year changing updates.
Uh-oh.
On his situation. Yeah. It got me thinking. And I told them that if their pigs have babies, we're going to take a couple. And I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do the pens normal style. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. I'm just going to do it normal style because we need to get everything started.
Pens for
the pigs.
And what about the pasture for sheep and goats?
That's got to be worked on too.
Okay.
And I got to get another.
Well, good. Then I'll be looking forward to my hogs in the spring.
Well,
wink, wink, wink.
I'm not. I'm.
Winky,
okay.
Winky, winky. I saw you looking at panels. I saw you counting panels out there, and I wondered what you were doing.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it all by myself. So just remember that.
You did a fabulous job on the last one. A fabulous job. You got this.
On the last what?
The last hog pen. The one in Pleasant Hill.
Oh.
You did a great job on that. I have confidence.
It wasn't big enough.
We only had 2.
Yeah, that's all we're probably going to have here too. To
start with, but then we'll have little piglets.
This is one of the problems with the way things are getting done around here. Is I want to do it the permaculture way, but time and energy and money are not allowing me to do it. So I got to do it the non-permaculture way, and then I'll go back and fix it. That was one of the things that Command had. She made a point whenever we were talking, because I told them I was a little jealous in a good way, and because they're doing such a great job. She made the comment. She said, we do things, and then we tear it apart, and we redo it, and we tear it apart, and we usually on the 3rd try we usually get it right. We get it exactly the way we want.
We used to be that way in Pleasant Hill.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury to do that now.
Well, you know what? That's all going to be solved, and so I wouldn't worry about that. But
she says they make sorghum around here. I prefer honey for some things like hot cereal for breakfast and such. I like the smoky flavor, like stout beer and Islay Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I love my grandpa. I never was a sorghum fan.
Then why do we have sorghum up on the?
Because you bought it.
Hmm.
You used it. You when you use it in the is it the gingerbread cookies you put it in?
No.
You put it in some dessert that was actually really good. But grandpa used to put it on his oatmeal and his eggs. Yeah, sorghum does grow well in Missouri. That was, we were talking about doing it when we were in Missouri, and had we not sold, we'd probably be doing it by now. Nothing is better than Mississippi cane syrup, except for
bat.
What?
Bat.
What bat?
VAT. 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 It's
Oh,
a bat.
you just remembered the word.
Yes.
You sound crazy, but you just remember the word.
I mean, anybody who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. Good Vermont, New Hampshire maple syrup is top shelf.
Well, you got to make sure because there's grade A, grade B.
Well, and that was one of the things we learned. And you can tell us we're crazy on this. What the locals up there told us that all the grade A syrup that they sell in New England is not the best syrup. And that they keep the really good syrup for the locals. Yeah.
I think that's a little backwards, but
no.
I
That's
can't
what
remember,
they said.
so I can't testify to that. Yeah.
Yeah, clearly I don't know everything about what you're trying to do. Too many irons in the fire. Absolutely. Plan, focus, complete a project, rinse and repeat.
Not on a homestead.
Yeah, that's
Plan, focus, be flexible because something else is going to happen. That's about how it goes.
Yeah, you get sidetracked. Hey, I'll tell you what. Throughout the day, I will work on about 5 different projects. I'll get one done, but it's because I'm like, oh crap, I got to go take care of this. Now I got to take care of this. I got to go back to the first one. Now I got to go do this. So yeah, you just try to get them done.
Or animals tear down a joint in the fencing, and that's got to be fixed.
Yeah, they broke a
hinge.
They broke a hinge on the gate, so they were all out. I had to come home early Friday, or come home for lunch, and take care of them. Yeah, but it's things like that. The garden was constantly destroyed because they managed to get out. Even if 1 or 2 of them get out, they get into what they shouldn't do.
Well, we should have just had Chris finish out that, and then got that back portion, and then filled out the front where we feed and have the birthing sheds and let them out and all of that to graze. We should have had him do that because if it was Chris's fencing and there's barbed wire there, they wouldn't be getting out.
No, this is true. The syrup grading system was changed a couple years ago. Grade B went away. Now it's varieties of color grade A.
Ooh, you're kidding. Ooh, so equal opportunity. That must have been a liberal that came up with that one. Yuck.
Racist much?
I said liberal. How's that racist?
Because you immediately went to...
Because I know the color difference. I know real maple syrup versus anything. Well, that's fine. Because Kiri, who's on here quite a bit, her and Glenn, they actually have maple trees and do maple syrup and all that. I'll just start getting it from them.
Sean, I'm just going to use Sean because I would murderize the rest of your name. So I'm just going to go, Sean. How you doing? It all self-identifies as grade A participation grades. Oh man. See?
That makes HG a racist too, doesn't it?
No.
Makes
him a racist.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a racist.
No, that's what I said. It makes HG a racist.
Oh.
You need hearing aids.
You said you.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I said HG.
No, you didn't.
You so need hearing aids.
Participation trophy grading.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. So I'll tell you what though, we came home from a trip to New Hampshire with a metal gallon can, like the old metal gas cans, except it was full of maple syrup. How many years did that last? Maple syrup doesn't go bad.
A long time.
Yeah, it lasted
It
a
was
long time.
I think, let's see, the kids were, well, Lexi was a baby, right? And then Ian was like 4, maybe 5. And then 5, no, maybe 6, 7. And then I don't remember that going away until we moved to Pleasant Hill.
Let's see. With the new grading system, are you allowed to prefer one color over the other? God, you people are terrible. Question: what are thoughts on using baffles with insulation? I have never used baffles, so I am not qualified to answer that question. Yep, serpent honey are immortal. They don't go bad. So anybody that has used baffles for insulation, what are your thoughts on it? So
No, using baffles is an insulation, is it? What's a baffle?
I've never used it, so I don't know.
Oh.
All I know is either blown or rolled.
Insulation.
Have to have baffles in the roof.
Oh, we have those. Oh, her insulation is right on top of the ceiling, though. So I would think she'd have to get a drop down. What is that?
Those are
Insulation Raptor baffle proper.
Attic baffles. So they're just sheets. They're the
Styrofoam sheets.
Okay, so I guess I am slightly qualified. Well, no, because I didn't use ceiling baffles though. I just used the foil lined insulation sheets, and I put those.
Yeah, but we have an attic.
Well,
she's got no attic.
Well, I didn't use it in the attic. I used it on the walls. So our walls, we've got the metal sheeting on the outside. Then there's a 1-inch styrofoam, the styrofoam with the foil on it there, and then I've got a 1-inch separation, and then I've got insulation put in.
And HG just said anywhere. That's why you know what it is. Anywhere there could be condensation, right? And because of the condensation is why he did that.
Yeah. But I took that wall, I built it out to 6 inches, and we've got R31 on the walls that I finished now, just using that baffle and the air gap, and then the rollout.
Yeah. So Skanes, I think there's all your explanation right there. So thoughts are you better pick it up.
Yep. Are the baffles for the roof? If so, it will allow airflow and exhaust to heat and exhaust heat in the summer. Yeah. Well, and that's why I did it that way on those metal walls, because I'll tell you what, the roof at this house, you can burn yourself if you're up in the attic and you brush up against it in the summertime.
That's terrible.
You can burn yourself, and it gets 130 degrees up there. We need to figure out how to put an exhaust fan up there to blow the cold air or the hot air out. But
probably have to blow it out through the regular house.
And then it goes out the end of the house. There's a place where they had one at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. HG says, just search roof baffles on YouTube. That's right. YouTube University. Well, she's on the road, though, HG. She's on the road, so we don't want her searching anything while she's driving.
I was saying if she's asking about baffles, she's probably at Lowe's or Menards or something.
So do we have anything else?
No, and I am exhausted. I'm ready to get my feet up.
We're going to go into...
Don't go too long because I'd like to watch some TV and relax.
Okay.
But it was good seeing you guys, and happy Tuesday. I'm sorry I'm going to cut out on you, but I'm exhausted.
Conklin roofing product. Okay, I'll do that. I'll take a look at that. I was thinking about getting.
Make sure that's for steel building, the Conklin.
I,
Starla.
I was thinking about getting the foam, the just blown foam up there.
We need to do that for the insulation anyway, because that's a mess up there.
Oh, see, Skeins had never heard of baffles until she got on YouTube.
Gotcha.
So there's the upside and the downside of YouTube in a nutshell. Is you can learn about something, and you can learn about something and then end up having to do it. Are those birthday presents?
I think these are the fruits.
You want to? Hey,
Oh my god!
if my son and granddaughter are watching this video, turn it off. Stop watching it. Come back in a couple of minutes, okay? Okay. Is it off? Boom.
How cute are those?
Oh my God.
She's gonna love them. Those are so cute.
It's baby girl's birthday, so she gets spoiled. And then what'd the t-shirt say?
I don't remember.
Spray. Okay. Let's see. MR Systems from Conklin. Sprayed closed cell phone needs to be really hot for good expansion. Learned that the hard way. Was doing fine. Then rain came and cooled the roof decking, and the expansion didn't go well. Well, he just look. We'll just wait till one day when it's 100 degrees outside, and it'll be more than hot. I can see if as against the metal, but it's against the sheathing. Okay, so we are past the homestead update portion. Tonight, I'm going to turn the content ideas over to you guys. So you guys, what would you like to discuss? I am quite capable of giving an opinion on anything. I may be completely wrong, but I'll give you an opinion. Here, can we show them the t-shirt too?
Oh, it just says meant to be, and it's the nightmare for Christmas, bride and groom.
You see that? Skeins call hacks. He can do it. Bagpipes. Bagpipes are one of the finest instruments in the world. There's nothing that stirs a proper man's loins like the sound of bagpipes before a battle. All right. In fact, we bought our son a practice reel, and he pitched a fit because he had to have it. And I wanted a practice reel, but we didn't have enough money. We did not have enough money to buy two of them. So he got him the practice reel. And within a year, he had not only broken it, but he had lost it. So I never learned. You know what? It's never too late. If I hit the lotto and I've got time to practice, learn how to play the bagpipes, I will do that. And I will serenade the animals. In fact, I was just the other day, I had the animals out on pasture, and I had bagpipe music playing on the phone. I was listening to some pipe and drums, and the sheep heard it, and the sheep were like, "What is that?" And they spent a good 5 minutes just staring at me while they were listening to the bagpipe. HG says you need an instructor, does not a teach yourself instrument. Okay, maybe I'll find somebody to mentor me then. Okay, Skeins is sitting in the Walmart parking lot, scarfing down chicken salad sandwich and chocolate milk so she can listen. What'd you put? Snarfing? Okay. Bagpipes and rock, big country and AC/DC. When done right, good like any other instrument. What's the guy's name? The Mad Piper. He's a guy in Scotland. Dresses like a punk rocker, like a punk rock Mad Max escapee, and he plays rock music with his bagpipes. But he's got them rigged up so when he's playing, the pipes will blow flames out. It's one of the coolest things. Look him up. The Mad. I think his name is the Mad Piper. I think that's his name. But yeah, I one of my favorite music instruments. Seriously. Okay. So what other do we want? What do we got? So Starla wanted me to give my opinion on the Epstein things. Y'all, here's my this is what I think about it. It's people are being manipulated, propagandized into putting too much faith in that. If you look at the news over the last 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, it's shifted to the Epstein narrative. What was happening when all this went on, the shutdown, and the Democrats were losing. So the media had to redirect people and get people going on. And then after they did that, they started publishing a bunch of news articles about how Trump was losing the MAGA base over the Epstein stuff. And you started hearing people on the right talk about how they were losing faith in Trump because of the Epstein things. You're being manipulated. All right. The left is being manipulated because they're not being told the whole story. You got the lawyer for the victims that literally said in a public statement that Trump was the only person that helped him once they came forward and they started doing this. In fact, he contacted the lawyer and said, "What can I do for you?" You know, you don't hear anything about the victim that said that when she was at Mar-a-Lago working, Trump was nothing but polite and proper, right? You never hear anything about that. And on the right, all you hear about is they're not releasing it. Maybe they're not releasing it because there's nothing there, right? And Trump felt that it was a distraction, and he's more concerned about getting the country right, you know. But instead of people worrying about the stuff that we should be worrying about, then they focus on this type of stuff. And I know what you're going to say. I know what somebody's going to say in there. I know what somebody's going to say. Well, there needs to be justice. Yes, there needs to be justice.
There has been justice. He's dead.
But what at what cost? At what cost? You know, one of the things when Trump got into office the first time, he did not take vengeance on the people that spied on him and the people that perjured him and did all this. When he got back into office the second time, he still didn't take revenge. He's getting a little bit because these people are so lazy and so corrupt and their crimes are so egregious that they can just look at them and they don't even have to scratch the surface. You know, the crimes are out there to be seen. The Fannie Willis, the Jack Smith, all these guys that are being charged with these crimes, these are crimes that there was enough there that they could get DA's grand jury to say, yeah, go ahead and charge them in New York City, in blue strongholds, you know, and there's not a whole lot of people there that are Trump backers, you know. So you guys pay attention, and this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of disgusted with it all right now, is because you guys can pay attention to Epstein all you want. At this point, I do not care. It's something I quit worrying about it a long time ago. You know, if justice isn't served right now, it's going to be served in the afterworld or afterlife. You know, they're going to face judgment at some point. Why would a criminal keep physical files he doesn't need, but a prosecutor could use? The Epstein files, what actual files? It's all conjunctive. Yeah, exactly. You know, and if there was anything if you're a leftist and you're watching this, if there was anything in the Epstein files, the Biden administration would have used it already. so we know that there's nothing there. Why Trump? I know why Trump. Let me rephrase that. I can understand why Trump would not push it out there because it potentially could cause a lot of damage in the political capital. We talk about mechanical capital and financial capital. Well, you got political capital, and it could cause a lot of damage there. And he's more concerned about righting the ship and getting it going in the right direction than these distractions, right? So there's my thoughts on it. All right, and I know I'm gonna. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, you guys can hear me. I just realized I didn't have the big. Oh, I didn't have the big microphone plugged in, so you guys are hearing me on the laptop microphone. Hope it's okay. So there we go. Gregory Kissel says CloudStrike was down this morning, affecting a good share of the internet. Too many things will start to happen like this. The AI bots and the system is not going to be pretty. Yeah, we actually got phone calls this morning because people could not hit things. Try explaining to people that don't understand the way the internet works that just because it's you see the symptoms on your computer does not mean that that's where the problem is. And just because it's you're on a system, that does not mean where the problem is. And it's I've never been a big fan of the cloud, of any cloud computing. I understand it from a business standpoint and a centralized administration standpoint, but I never liked it. And today was exactly why I don't like it, because we had zero control over some of our data, like the data that belonged to us, but it was up on CloudStrike. We could not access our own data, and that's a problem in my mind. From an IT professional standpoint, allowing somebody to have control over your data is a bad idea. Does not end well for you. Yeah, and then the AI bots. Yeah, I'm torn on this. It's a very useful tool, but it's only as good as the programming. And what was I reading? I was reading or was it a video I was watching? It was an article. The guy was talking. He worked in HR, and the project manager that he was working under was an AI bot, and the guy was managing several other bots, and it was a weird setup. But I'd heard about companies doing this, right? They make the project manager an AI because it's much more efficient and it keeps track of things better. But anyway, something happened, and the AI bot gave the guy the riot act. Just corrected him, right? But the problem was it didn't know how to do the human interaction part of it. It just knew how to say you messed up, right? And he said he got a second call. It was a Zoom call from the AI bot, and it was apologizing and it was excusing its behavior because it was written that way. And I was like, okay, this is. I don't know if this is a skit. I don't know if this is real or not, but it makes perfect sense that that's the way the AI would do it, right? So Gregory's right. The AI bots it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Len says that CrowdStrike has been a pain in the butt for way too many times. Oh yeah, if you're doing a lot of coding, I bet it is. Okay, next topic. I'm sure you guys aren't getting what you thought you'd get from me tonight. I don't know. And if you guys don't have anything else, man, we can wrap this up. It's been a long week since the last time we talked. We've been doing a lot, trying to get things ready for winter, trying to get ready for some projects coming up around the property. One thing I want to tell you before we go. The whole community aspect of it all. The gate project was a fantastic highlight of why you want community, because as a group, we accomplished more in, it would have been we accomplished more in 12 hours than any one of us would have accomplished in about 4 weeks. So you got to have, you need that multiplication factor going on in your life. So go out if you're still having a hard time figuring out how to get communities. You just find something. Go if you're a vet, go to an AMVET or a VFW meeting. If you're, go to church. Just find some place that you can start talking to people and just strike up a conversation. You don't have to talk about preparedness, but you need to figure out a way to meet people, plain and simple, because everything else, the food independence that we talk about and the modern self-sufficiency, as far as I'm concerned, with community, it just makes it so much easier. Right? Okay, listen, guys, I think either you guys stopped talking or I got cut off or the chat's locked up. Oh, there we go. Retired, working on yard projects. Just booked a Vegas trip for next month, building a coop for squatter kitty. Tough stuff on my end. Yeah, you know what? Every little bit it works. I don't know if I can go to Vegas though. I don't know. My daughter and her family likes going there, and I just have no desire to go to Vegas. No, none whatsoever. But okay, guys, listen. It was fun tonight. I enjoyed talking to you guys. Sorry we're cutting it so short. It's been a long day, and Angela wants to relax in front of the TV, which is right there. So if she turns it on, we'll get dinged on showing stuff. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas if you get the shot early enough. Oh, Joseph, excellent, man. I know that was a huge issue with you, and you were having a hard time, and I'm glad you're finally starting to meet people. You found anybody that is like-minded yet? Of course, if you're out in the country, most people are like-minded just because of the lifestyles. Yeah, short day, a lot to do. I was out there. I started work at 5:30, got home at 4:30 after picking up feed. Ate an early dinner and was back out, and I was working till about 6:45, from 5 o'clock to 6:45. And so in fact, all the work I did around here, aside from getting the feed out of the truck, was all in the dark with the headlamp on. Hey, it is what it is. You just deal with it. At least it's not snowing and raining. Okay, kind of, sort of. Okay. Well, keep plugging at it, man. Keep plugging at it. People are too attached to the easy, soft living. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Even I find myself at times, especially when it's like this. When winter rolls around, I'm gonna be hard pressed to get out of the house a lot, because as I'm getting older, the cold just hurts more. But hey, we got to do what we got to do, right? Okay, listen. If you want to help the channel, like I said, go order something from down below. Somebody in the community ordered from Jace, and we got a kickback. And just I want to let you know that we really appreciate it. We appreciate every little bit helps. We're still working on getting the money together for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. The mini rock pots cost $199, so we've got to get to where we're getting money set aside from that. Good news is that after after this month, the financial situation will have changed enough that we're going to have some disposable income that we can put towards the house, and maybe put a little bit away every week for getting that taken care of for you guys, and show you our that we really do appreciate y'all. Seriously. Okay. Help the channel, subscribe, like. If you're watching this first time, this usually we're a little bit more hectic around here. Well, I don't know. Hectic's not the right word. It's kind of low key today. Yeah, Gregor's right. You guys have a good week, and as Angela would say, go out and be a certain percentage better than you were yesterday, and wake up tomorrow and go live a life done free. Take care, guys.